record. Thank you, Madam. Mr. Mure, I think it is just necessary to quell any misapprehension about your characterization of the evidence of Brigadier Gumida. In fact, the whole evidence against you is something akin to an assault of some person's character.
Mnumzane Ncube kubalekile ukuthi mhlambe sibheke ke bonke ke ufakazi ufakazi yala enkantolo nale nawe ukhombisa ngathi manje ke mhlambe khona umuntu nje okumoshwa isidima sakhe ubuyena bakhe.
No, I mean it is important that we deal with a perception of a misunderstanding that in his evidence it could be attacking certain individuals and stuff like that.
Kubalekile ukuthi ke manje sibheke ukuthi kulo fakazi webekiwe ke ngenzeka mhlawumbe ngathi manje khona abantu mhlambe oba-attack-ayo kulo fakazi wakho obekayo.
Now you have said things that you have mentioned when you analyze the evidence that the state had presented against you are exclusively things that are based on record, not so.
Uye washo ke ukuthi ngendlela ke uhluza ngayo ke lo fakazi ke izinto lezi esikhona nala enkantolo ema recording ke ezakhona futhi khona la court kunjalo. Yes.
Thank you. And you would recall that at the beginning of our engagements, the very first interaction when you started to give your evidence in chief, we referred to the AVL record and what was it now? It's an AVL record and a statement that was allegedly made by Mr. Buthelezi, not so?
Usakhumbula ke masiqala nqa ngale nkathi ke siqala ke ngofakazi bakho siye sakhuluma ke abanzi ke ngestatement se-AVL ama-record e-AVL sakhuluma futhi ke ngestatement ke lesi ke okuthiwa ke senziwa ke uyena ke Mnumzane Buthelezi.
Mr. Simphiwe Buthelezi.
Simphiwe Buthelezi. Yes.
Do you still remember that?
Usakhumbula lokho? Yes, I do.
Very briefly, what is it that we said about it? Very briefly, just in a line.
Kancane nje ungasithola ukuthi ke yini ke esakusho ke ngayo ke i-record le AVL nange statement ke leso kusayenza ke Simphiwe Buthelezi.
June 2020.
We spoke about the statement which was allegedly done by Mr. Mohane on the 16th of June 2020. But when we look at the car, it is said that the car was on motion when the statement was commissioned. And my observation was that it means this is not correct because one cannot make a statement when the car is in motion or on the road. Because when the statement is done, people are seated so that you can be in conversation with that person who's giving in the statement. And concerning Simphiwe, we are from the same village, and I had received a call where they were informing me that he's not feeling well or he's ill.
Just a second. Just a second. Thank you. Now, the fact that the AVL says at 2 o'clock it was on the road at the time at which Simphiwe's statement was being commissioned by Mohane. Poor Mohane has constantly said that he has been the driver of the Toyota Fortuner. That's just of the issues that you were referring to when you said there are a lot of things that have been done in a very unconventional way in this case.
Manje futhi ke kuyabonakala ku statement ukuthi ke kuthiwa ke imoto ke lena ibisemgwaqweni noma behamba ngo2 o'clock ngale nkathi ke statement si commissioner ke uyena uMogani esakhe ke uSimphiwe Buthelezi yizo ke into lezi ke ukhuluma ngazo uma uthi ke izinto ke azange ke zenzwe ngendlela okumele kwenziwe ngayo. Yes, that's
just one of them.
Yenye into zakhona lesikhulumayo manje. Yes. Because according to me, it's not possible that Mogani will be on the road in a motor vehicle and at the same time doing the statement. It's two things that does not tally together.
Thank you.
It's just robbery that is happening.
Excuse me?
It's just a fabrication, something that does not exist, that is not there.
Thank you. You would also recall, Mr. Ncube, as I've said to you, you just trying to quell any misapprehension of you being very skating on certain individuals. You would also recall that there's the evidence of Mr. Absalom Tantlensi Zungu, the Constable Zungu's father, who came and stood there where you're standing, and he also gave his evidence, not so?
Futhi ke sifuna ukuthi sibheke futhi ufakazi bakho kungabe ngathi manje wena ke uyashaya nje abantu kunganabo ufakazi nabo ufakazi lo baka Absalom Zungu lo obaba ka Constable Zungu. Yes.
Do you still remember that there were also allegations of a statement that the state alleged that he made a statement and he came here and disputed his statement?
Uyakhumbula ukuthi ke umbuso ke uye washo ukuthi ke naye ke uye wenza ke istatement kodwa uma ezalana ke waseziphika lezo statement.
Yeah, was signature.
Yes. He disputed the statement, even the signature, saying that the signature is not his.
And he did not actually stop in disputing that signature. He even dared the state to go to banking institution, to the place where he was working, to go compare the signature that was on the statement and that which he said it was his real statement. He even produced a copy of his ID book, which was marked as an exhibit before court. I just can't remember what exhibit it was.
Futhi ke akazange nje aze asiphike nje statement leso uze wathi kumbuso hambani niye futhi nalapha ngisebenza khona ke niyobheka waze waphinde futhi waveza futhi necopy ye-ID book yakhe le khona futhi copy yakhona ke la enkantolo.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's just one of the so many examples that are indicative of the fact that when you say that the investigation, so far as you're concerned, was not done properly by the state through the investigating team. These are some of the incidents that you've actually referred to.
Nakho lokho kusho manje yenye ke izinto ezinye ezikhona ezikwenza ukuthi nawe usho ukuthi ke ngendlela wena obona ngayo ubufakazi lobo ke azange ke ama investigators azange yenze kahle.
Is the court
Yes. They were not truthful, my lord.
My lord, we rising on an objection. We are objecting to the process that Advocate Munisi is embarking on, and also submit that it's been a trial, my lord. The witness is still giving evidence, examination in chief. However, he's being given some answers are being suggested to him, my lord, and we submit that is leading questions, and it should be disallowed, my lord. The answers should come from this witness, not from Advocate Munisi, my lord.
Umbuso ke uyasukuma uthi ke okwamanje ke ufakazi lomela ebhoxini ke usabuzwa imibuzo kodwa ke ngendlela kwenzakala ngakhona ngize ngisukume ke mina ukuthi ngikhombe kanti ukuthi manje into okwenzakalayo ke umnumzane ke Mnisi ke ubuza imibuzo kodwa ke akunike futhi nendlela futhi ukuthi iphendule kanjani. Ucela ukuthi ke okwenzakalayo ke ummeli ke abuze nje imibuzo avumele wena uphendule ke lemibuzo obekelwa yona.
Furthermore, my lord, the witness is being asked to give opinions on evidence that is before court.
Ukuthi manje kufanele ufuna ukuthi uphendule ke imbono yakho ukuthi wena ngokubona kwakho kuhambe kanjani noma kwenzaka kanjani.
And then lastly, my lord, his evidence is irrelevant as far as the evidence. Opinions, my lord, these opinions is irrelevant at this stage, my lord.
Okwamanje ke wena imibono yakho ke ayibalekanga kakhulu okwamanje kulesikhathi esikona sobufakazi.
Yes, the court, my lord, I think it's best for me to start with the last aspect. Brigadier Kininda came here, he stood in the box for almost 4 weeks, my lord, exclusively telling this court about his opinion. He gave 7 points. He said, according to me, these are the 7 points on which I could conclude that there was an intruder into the house or whatever thing, my lord. I thought stage...
Was that an opinion?
Yeah, that was an opinion evidence.
Of what? Of a policeman of just of a Ratamokotling?
A policeman allowed to give opinion?
Yeah.
He was a witness then?
No. The
Yes.
police are allowed to give evidence. That's why Kininda, and I'm not testifying on behalf of Kininda. He says he overruled the question that there was no persons who went into the room.
Yes, my lord.
Using his observational powers and opinion. That's what he said.
He was
And
a
you say he's
witness.
not allowed to do that.
At the
If
end
you
of-
say that, fine, no problem.
No, my lord, I don't think that's a good way of engaging a person. When the court is asking me a question and I respond, then the court says, no, it's fine. If you say it's fine. I think the court needs to give me an indulgence to respond. Now, the court is saying a policeman not allowed to give opinion, my lord. But that's a question that the court is asking me. My response thereto is, my lord, when it comes to testify here, it becomes a witness. When it gets into that box, it gets to be a witness. Then the court should then be asking that question in the following way. Our witness is not allowed to give opinion, my lord, because the only person who's allowed to give opinion is an expert witness. And Kininda did not come here as an expert witness. Yes, of course, he's a police, but he's a police who's testifying as a witness, not as an expert witness. The level at which Kininda is testifying, vis-a-vis the level at which Mr. Mnuba is testifying, there are no similarities. I mean, there are no differences, man. Both of them are witnesses.
Okay, fine.
Mr. Mnuba witnessed what has happened here at court. So that leverage that was given, the permission that was given to Brigadier Kininda to give opinion, I don't see any reason why it cannot be extended to Mr.
They're fine, no problem. You must read the case by Mpati, right? About expect evidence accruing even to a person, because that person is dealing with a particular aspect.
Yes, my lord.
Just read that case.
Thank you.
Okay, fine.
Umnumzana Mnisi ke uyaphendula uthi ke Nkosi enkantolo ke uye wambuza umbuzo ukuthi ke amaphoyisa yona awanalo ke ilungelo banganikeza umbono wabo na. Uthi Mnisi ke waphendula wathi ke cha okwenzakalayo ke uma ngabe ke lelo phoyisa liza la enkantolo lizothula ufakazi njengofakazi alimelanga linikeza umbono linikeza ke ngendlela yokwenzakala ngalo ngoba lephoyisa lela kasi expect ama-expect wodwa avumelekile ukuthi angaza la enkantolo amaphenyo enkantolo anikeze umbono ngalokhu ke abakutholayo ke Inkosi enkantolo ke manje kwenzakalayo ke ngayofunda ke inye case ethize ke mhlambe ke izoveza kangcono ngayo ke indaba leyo mbono.
As it is a court, my lord. Now, coming to the first aspect, I'm not asking leading questions per se. I'm basically saying to the witness, is my understanding of what happened there true or false? He has got all leverage, the liberty to say, no, Mr. Mnisi, in as much as you are leading me, I think on that aspect, I don't agree with you. It did not happen in that way, my lord. But he has constantly been saying everything is on record. And I don't know what is it that the state is objecting to when indeed the confirmation of what this witness says happened is on record, my lord. thumb-sucking any information. He's not what he said is not an opinion evidence, my lord. It's actually based on record, my lord. But nonetheless, if the state feels a little aggrieved about how I was doing it, my lord, I will approach it rather differently. Thank you, my lord.
Okwesibili futhi ke uyaphendula umntwana emnisi kulo ukushiwo umbuso ukuthi ke ngendlela owenza ngayo ke wena umntwana emnisi ke imibuzo yakho ngendlela uyibeka ngakhona ke imibuzo futhi eza nayo impendulo khona lapho ukuthi ke umnisi cha akho njalo Nkosi enkantolo ke mina ke enyukubekayo kukuyena ufakazi esho ukuthi cha umnumzane emnisi akuzange kwenzeke ngendlela osho ngayo kwenzeke kanjena uthi yena akathumeli imibuzo ke enempendulo kodwa ke bangabe ke mhlambe ke umbuso ke mhlambe ke akuzwisisi lokho noma ke akuphathi kahle uzozama ukuthi akugweme angasaphinda kwenza.
Now, Mr. Ncube, in your response, a very long one, of course, one of the questions that I asked you was the effect that Constable Zungu's statement he only made a statement on the 31st of May 2025, not so?
Futhi ke
I mean, on 31st of May 2023.
futhi ke kwenye impendulo yakho kwephendulekela yaba yinde komunye umbuzo ongawubuza kodwa ke wachaza wathi ke uZungu ke statement sakhe ke wasenza nge31 zikaMeyi ngo2023. Yes, that is correct.
And Constable Zungu came to testify an incident that happened on the 26th of October 2014, not so?
Futhi yena uZungu ke weza ke la inkantolo ke ezothula ufakazi ke ngesahlakalo esenzeka mhla ka26 October ngo2014. That is correct.
That is almost 9 years
Emva kweminyaka eshaka lo
after the incident happened.
emva
not
ukuthi
so?
sithaka senza yini 9 years. Yes, after a long time.
Thank you. I did not really get his reason why he had to wait for 9 years when there've always been different investigating teams in this case who are trying to probe the death of the deceased. Did you hear any?
Mina ke njengommeli ke angizange ke ngize ngisithole noma ngisizwe ukuthi isizathu sakhe baba yini ukuthi ke alinde kuze kube yi9 years bekhona ke amaphoyisa ke aphenyayo angenayo aphumayo ke kule cala leni.
Did you hear any
Wena khona
that came from
mhlambe
him?
kuyena ke izathu ukuthi kungani ayawalinda kwaze kuba u9 years old.
ukuthi ngane yalinda u9 years azibuzo lokho akusho yena wathi wayefuna umphisa ejele.
The reason why he waited for 9 years, I did not actually hear that reason. However, I heard him saying he was waiting for the police officers to find out themselves.
Thank you. And he being a police himself, not so.
Naye futhi kodwa uyiphoyisa lo muntu.
Yeah, we
Yes.
No, sorry. This court, the evidence I heard about the delay.
Yes.
Kininda was not appointed in this case. He was not. Mr. Tele, Begi Tele, former minister of police, according to Kininda, he appointed 40 investigating officer, amongst other things, who reported directly to him. 40. One of the reasons, and there are others also.
Yes, madam.
You remember them now.
Thank you, madam.
Inkosi enkantolo ke naye yabe ukuthi ke isakhumbula kahle isizathu sokuthi kwaba yini into enza ukuthi manje kudonse kangaka ukuthi ke lo bekuminister wamaphoyisa ke umntwana Bheki Cele uye wathi ke uye wathola wakhetha abantu abangabayi 40 okungabayibona ke abaphenya icala leli futhi bonke bebe reporta kuyena.
Thank you. Now, just on the basis of what the court has indicated, I know it will sound like I'm trying to get an opinion from you.
He wants
Thank
to
you. I
say
see you
something.
raising your hand, was it?
umbuzo buza ke mbubuza ngoZungu.
The question that I was asked was about Zungu,
Yes.
uMzungu umuntu othi wayekhona 2014.
and Zungu is a person that said he was around in 2014.
Tinende siceleni asikhuluma ngoZungu la uyena umuntu owathi wayekhona 2014. Kwamele atshele amaphoyisa uyiwona ephethe case okuqala. Njengomuntu othi wayekhona nababulala.
Kininda was on the other side. Zungu mentioned that he was involved from 2014. He is the person that was supposed to report or to tell the police officials in the beginning or initially when this all started, because he said he was also involved.
Ayibonanga le nto ngesikhathi sikaGinina uthi uyibone ka-2014 mhlazana now bayinana kubaba.
He did not see all these happenings during Brigadier Gininda's time. He said he was involved from 2014 when Senzo was killed, and he was with those people.
So ukuthi amaphoyisa okuqala awatshela ngani asikwazi lokho.
The reason why he did not inform the initial police officers, we don't know about.
Even then uGinini ufika la ecourt wathi wamtshela ngobaba wakhe akashongo ngale nto ayikhuluma la ecourt.
Even Mr. Gininda himself, when he was in court, said he was informed about his father, not about what was said before the court.
Wayiphika nje ukuthi uZungu wamtshela ngaye.
He disputed that Zungu told him about himself.
Uthi wamtshela ngobaba Absalom Zungu.
He said he only told him about his father, Absalom Zungu. About Zungu and his statement, that only came after.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. That was just an endeavor to just try to quell any misapprehension of any misunderstanding that your analysis of the evidence which is against you could be aimed at vanishing other people, you know, the good name of other people.
Lokho nje bekude phela sizama ukuthi sibheke ukuthi ke ngendlela ke ohluza ngayo ufakazi bakho kungabi ngathi mhlambe khona abantu oqondene nabo noma ubhekise kubona.
Do you understand?
Uyazwisisa lokho?
Yeah, akekho umuntu engiqondene naye.
Yes, that is correct. I'm not aiming at anyone.
Khuluma into ezakalile nento ekhona la ecourt.
I'm talking about something that happened and which is also available before court.
Thank you. Mr. Ncube, you further recall that Brigadier Gininda, as he gave evidence there, he also was requested to read into record the statement of Mr. Simphiwe Buthelezi. Do you still recall that?
Usakhumbula ukuthi uGininda naye ke uye wacela ukuthi ke kube uyena bathatha statement ka Simphiwe Buthelezi.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you. Just before we proceed, my lord, may I, with the permission of the court, thank Mr. Makaza from the solitude of my conscience, my lord, with his unwavering assistance that he lent us as we dealt with the photos which were so paramount and central to Mr. Mnube's testimony, my lord. May I thank him and indicate that in future when we would plea for his assistance and employ him to come and assist us, he should really feel a little bit left out, my lord. We sincerely thank him on behalf of the members of the team, my lord, of the defense and probably the state as well, and the accused, my lord. He may be released for now. Go on.
Thanks.
Thank you. Do you still recall that, Mr. Ncube?
Can we take it again? I forgot the question.
That Brigadier Gininda was requested to read into record a statement that was allegedly penned or made by Mr. Simphiwe Buthelezi.
Usakhumbula ukuthi ke umzane Gininda wacela ukuthi ke afunde ke ama record nale court ke statement lesi ke esenziwa ke senziwa uSimphiwe Buthelezi.
Yeah.
Yes, I still recall.
Thank you. The reason why I'm raising this is because there are certain allegations, although of a hearsay nature, that are made in Simphiwe Buthelezi against you. In that statement. Did you get me? Okay, I'm saying the reason why I am raising this, it is because there are allegations, although of a hearsay nature that are made by Simphiwe, that are contained in that statement that was allegedly made by Simphiwe Buthelezi.
isizathu
That
isizathu sokuthi ke ngiphakamise lokhu ukuthi ke kulesa statement lesi okuthiwa ke senziwa yona uSimphiwe Buthelezi ke khona ke izinto azishoyo kule statement leso ke ezinto ayizwe bathi ngasinto azibone na amehla kuzwe ukuthiwa kodwa zibhale kule statement leso okuthiwa senziwa uyena. Is that correct?
do you understand?
Yazwisisa? Yes.
Thank you. Let's start here. Do you know a person by the name of Simphiwe Buthelezi?
Masiqale la. Ukhona umuntu omaziyo wena lo uSimphiwe Buthelezi?
Yebo ngamazi.
Yes, I do know him.
Can you please tell the court how do you know him?
Manje
Now, I'm not so sure whether the one that you know and the one whose alleged statement was read into record are one in the same thing. Just need to be clear on that.
anginaso isiqiniseko sokuthi ke lo Simphiwe Buthelezi omaziyo nalo Simphiwe Buthelezi ukuthiwa wenza statement ke kukhulunywa ke ngomuntu oyedwa.
But let us talk about the one that you know.
Masikhulume ngalo omaziyo ke wena.
Thank you.
Usimphiwe maziyo.
Yes.
Ukudwa ngapha ngasekhaya wakubo Buthelezi lobeka ecourt.
The
Uqinisela Buthelezi.
the one that the Simphiwe Buthelezi that I know is the one from the same village and from the same home with Buthelezi that was here in court to testify.
Ukudwa wakhe
It's his brother. It's his brother from the same home.
Umuntu emaziyo.
That's the one that I know.
Yes, I can recall now that Mr. Qiniselani Buthelezi also mentioned that this Simphiwe Buthelezi was his sibling.
Futhi ke ngiyakhumbula uqinisela Buthelezi ke naye washo la enkantolo ukuthi ke lo Simphiwe le Buthelezi lokhulunywa ngayo kowakubo.
Yebo.
Yes.
So, more or less, we could understand that you're referring to one and the same person.
Siyabona ukuthi ngempela ke nobabili ke nawe ukhuluma ngayo lo Simphiwe Buthelezi lo vele okwakhulunywa ngayo.
Yebo.
Yes.
How do you know him?
Manje ke uSimphiwe lo umazi kanjani?
Oh, am I repeating myself? Did I ask you that question, but how do you know him? Of course?
Umazi kanjani uSimphiwe?
Awukuthi njengoba sengimazela ngasekhaya ngikhulela phambi kwakhe.
It's just a brother that I know from the homelands and I grew in his presence.
Mangizalwa nje ngizalwe vele mangikhula nangikhona ngasekhaya.
Okay.
When I was born, growing up, he was already around the homelands.
So nje umuntu engimazi kakhulu.
He's somebody that I know a lot.
Were you ever together in Gauteng? Because as I understand, Ungasekhaya means from KZN, but have you ever been together around Gauteng?
Uthi ke ummeli ke uma ikuzwisa kahle mawuthi ngasekhaya shothi ngimsuka nonke le emakhaya manje uyabuza ukuthi manje la igoli ke wena no Simphiwe Buthelezi ke nike naba nabendaweni nazana khona la
Like, as in
igoli.
seeing each other here, the correct term would be meeting each other here in Gauteng.
Benibonana la igoli.
Yebo sibonana.
Yes.
Thank you. From your vantage point, if your memory will allow you to do that, when did you leave Joburg? When did you leave Gauteng to go back home?
Uma ke mhlambe ke usakhumbula ke kahle ke uSimphiwe ke lo wasuka nini la igoli ebuyela futhi ekhaya.
You can't remember.
Umuntu wasuka nina ngizo.
I would not know.
Umuntu wasuka.
I don't know when he left.
Qiniselani, Mr. Qiniselani Buthelezi, the brother who is there, at some point during the course of his testimony mentioned that he fell ill when he was in prison and ultimately succumbed to that sickness.
Uqiniselani Buthelezi ke naye ngale nkathi ke ethula ubufakazi ke uye wachaza ukuthi ke uye umuntu ke wathola wase egula ukugula lokho kumcindezela.
Yebo unjani.
Yes, that's correct.
Lokho nami ngiyakwazi.
I know that also.
What is it that you know about it?
Uwazi ngalokho?
Explain.
Engikwazi ukuthi waboshwa
What I know is that firstly he was arrested
emakhaya.
in the homeland.
Sakhumbula ebhethini yami ngami 5 years sakhumbula.
I cannot recall exactly his sentence, whether it was 5 years or something.
Sesa serve sentence yakhe wakhula.
Whilst he was still serving his sentence, he fell ill.
Tema egula bamkhipha ejele nge-medical parole ngoba egula ngokomqondo.
When he was sick in the prison, he was given a medical parole since he was mentally ill.
Lokho engikwaziyo Simphiwe.
That's what I know with Simphiwe.
Engikwaziyo nje ukuthi ugule waze washona 2022 makashona besagula ngomqondo.
What I know is that he fell sick until he passed on in 2022. When he passed on in 2022, he passed on due to mental illness.
Ngiyazi ukuthi izinto la khona kuthiwa ama-hearsay kodwa ngolwazi lwami lokubuza izinto ngoba ngisejele ngabantu abasemakhaya inkulumo njalo.
I know that before the court, some of the things they will call them hearsay evidence. However, I had from the people from the homelands when I was in prison.
So to be on a very safe side, you heard that which you have said now from people who are from home informing you about his condition.
Uthi ke lokhu ke okushiwo manje la enkantolo uye wakuzwa ke ngabantu basemakhaya bekutshela ngale nkathi ke usengaphakathi.
Yebo njalo.
Yes, that is correct.
Thank you. Indeed, that is hearsay.
Uthumele yebo ngempela lokho ke hearsay.
That's why I'm sure ukuthi court ngokuya court kuthiwa hearsay.
That is why I'm also saying the same, that according to the court, that is regarded as hearsay.
Yeah, and hearsay is inadmissible.
And futhi hearsay ke ufakazi ke bungathathwa ke enkantolo.
Do you understand?
Yes, I know that.
Thank you.
Ukuthi i-hearsay kimi njengomuntu osejele hearsay ifuna abantu abasuke bekhona ngaphandle awubona abanzima lezo.
Yes, I know that since it comes from me and I was in prison, that to me will be a hearsay evidence. However, for people that are outside, it will not be.
Hearsay is inadmissible, Mr. Mncube.
Yes, ke uthi ke umeli ke hearsay ke ayithathwa mnumzane Mncube, yes?
Do you understand?
I do understand that.
Thank you, Mr. Mncube. We'll park it there. We'll park the issue of Mr. Simphiwe Buthelez's statement there.
Inkulumo le ye statements ka Simphiwe Buthelezi sigcina khona lapho sipaka khona saqhubeka ngayo.
Which at your instance remains hearsay.
Kuwena lobufakazi lobo buyi hearsay.
Yebo.
Thank
Yes.
you. Now, you would recall, Mr. Mncube, that on the state-led testimony on the firearm that was allegedly used when the deceased was killed in this case, led to the evidence of, I think, Mr. Masondo, or Sergeant Masondo. No, I think it was Warrant Officer Masondo and Sergeant Dlamini, just to recall them.
Usakhumbula ke mayelana nofakazi ke lobu ke obathula la enkantolo mayelana ke nesibhamu lesi okuthiwa ke sabulala ke lo mufi ke ngokuya ngaye ke uWarrant Officer Masondo noDlamini.
Yebo.
Yes.
Thank you. And they gave some extensive evidence with regard to how they found the firearm that Brigadier Kininda ultimately alleges that it was linked or that it is ballistically linked, well, to some extent what Mangena is saying, Lieutenant Colonel Mangena is saying, with the scene at the commandos.
Futhi ke ofakazi ke abathula ufakazi ke banika ufakazi nje phela obuningi nje phela ke bechaza ukuthi ke lesibhamu lesi kuze kanjani ukuthi ke siqhathaniswe nalesibhamu lesi ke esasetshenziswa. Yes.
Now, in a larger scheme of things or in a broader scheme of things, that firearm on the trajectory thereof gets followed as per the evidence of Masondo and Dlamini. That firearms goes back to you. That those are the allegations. I'm not saying it as a fact. I'm saying the allegations are that the firearm goes back to you.
Futhi
Traced back to you.
futhi ke uma ke kubhekwa ke isibhamu lesi okukhulunywa ngaso Uma ke sekubuyele emuva lesibhamu lesu ke masibuyele emuva ke siphinde futhi sikhombe futhi ukuthi sisuka la kuwe ngendlela abasho ngayo bona.
Thank you.
Yebo.
Yes.
Did you hear that which I've just tried to summarize now?
Ukuzwile manje konke lokho engizama ukuthi nginciphise nje ngenze kube kuncane.
Yebo ngizwile.
Yes, I did.
Thank you, Mr. Mncube. Do you have any response?
Khona mhlawumbe ufuna ukukusho lobo kuphendula kuloko engishilo.
Mayelana kule mbuzo ngibuza yona mhlawumbe.
Is it concerning the questions that you put to me or what?
Thank you. Look, Dlamini and Masolo are saying they came search to your house because they were looking for you, and on top of a wardrobe they found a firearm.
Izwa ke uDlamini noMasondo bathi bona belobo befunana nawe base beza ke endlini yakho mawafika endlini yakho bekufuna wena lapho base befica isibhamu.
They were looking for you for an unrelated offense, like an offense that is not involved in this case.
Isizathu sokuthi bakufune bafunele enye icala hayi leli olimena namhlanje elinye icala nje lingahlangani naleli.
Thank you.
Yes.
And that was in February, if I'm not mistaken, of 2015.
Lokho ke kwenzakala ngoFebruary ngo2015.
Yebo.
Yes.
Do you follow?
Usalande?
Yebo ngiyalandela.
Yes.
Yes. And then came Brigadier Kininda, who then said I don't know how he got information, but his testimony was to the effect that he got some evidence or some information that there's a firearm that was destined for destruction, and he approached the Cleveland police station, made some inquiries from the head of SAP 13 there. That is how he ultimately managed to identify the firearm, and then he took it for, he never took it, and then he called Mangena to go fetch it at Cleveland SAP 13. You know, all the things that he testified about, but ultimately the firearm then was linked with, according to them, allegations, was linked with the sin in this case.
Manje ke uBrigadier Kininda ke uyasho ukuthi ke khona ke information le ayithola mayelana nesibhamu lapho ke waseya khona lapha eCleveland ke eyobuza ngaso isibhamu leso ke uma ngena kwasekuba yena yosilanda ke thola ukuthi isibhamu leso ke siyaxhumaniswa ke nale sibhamu esasetshenziswa lapho ke sehlakala lesi salecala lesenza kakhona.
Now the question is, is there okay, now Brigadier Kininda says you are the person who has always been identified, according to Brigadier Kininda, as a person who was in possession of the firearm that killed the deceased, and you are the one who actually pulled the trigger that ultimately caused the death of the deceased.
uBrigadier Kininda uthi ke wena umuntu ke oloku ke ekhonjwa iminwe ikhomba kuwena ukuthi ke uwe umuntu ngalosuku lelo ke bephethe isibhamu futhi wena futhi ke owadubula ngalesibhamu leso ngalosuku.
And that firearm that apparently you were in possession of is the same firearm that was found on top of the wardrobe by Warrant Officer Masondo and Sergeant Dlamini.
Futhi ke sona leso sibhamu lesi ukuthi ke wadubula ngaso le lapho zasakale isibhamu lesi esatholakala phezulu kodrobe yakho sithola uyena ke uMasondo nayo Dlamini.
Do you follow?
Usalandela?
Yebo ngiyalandela.
Yes.
Now you have heard a lot of testimony around this firearm.
Uzwile ke ufakazi obuningi ke ngalenkathi kukhulunywa ke ngaso ke lesibhamu lesi.
How it was taken to the Forensic Science Laboratory.
Ukuthi ke sathathwa njani selapha ke elaboratory lapho siyohlolwa khona.
In what form was it taken to the Forensic Science Laboratory?
Nokuthi sathathwa sinjani noma kanjani ukuthi siswe lapho ku laboratory.
Yebo.
Yes.
You know, a whole lot of things that I would necessarily not repeat because of information is on the record.
nento eziningi nje phela ke lezi ke zakhulunywa ke engeke ngize ngiziphinde ngoba ubuningi bazo bukhona vele ke ema-record nathi khona la ecourt.
Now, that's the question that I'm asking you, if you've got any response on the allegations that are raised with having been the possessor of the same firearm on the date on which the deceased case was killed.
Manje ke umbuzo ke engifuna ukubeka wena ke ukuthi ke wena uthini ke kuloko kushiwo ukuthi ke wena umuntu ke ube phethe ke isibhamu ngalosuku lolu ke ebulawa ke yona umufi.
Do you follow?
Usalandela?
Yebo ngiyalandela.
Yes.
Did you understand what I'm trying to get from you?
Uzwile ke ngizama ukuthi ngifuna ukuthola kuwena.
Yebo ngizwile.
Yes, I did.
Thank you. Do you have any response?
Khona mhlawumbe ufuna ukusho la impendulo kulokho.
Okay, ngizoqala la. Isibhamu sona sesangigweba. Iminyaka ewu5 inhlavu nesibhamu
Isibhamu sakho zani?
sangigweba.
So gwetshile kuso.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sokukhulunywa ngazo.
Okay, the firearm that you are referring to, I'm already been sentenced for possession of firearm and ammunition.
Indleleni esengayiqeda nokuyiqeda iminyaka yakho. Okay.
And I'm done already with the sentence of that firearm.
Now, we're talking about two firearms here.
Yeah.
The one referred to by Sergeant Masondo and Dlamini, and the one referred to by Brigadier Kininda is the one that was used at the Central Mayor and Snake.
Izwa ke. Sikhuluma ke ngebhamu ezimbili.
I'm sorry, not at the Central Mayor, but the commandos.
Khumalo. Izwa ke sikhuluma ke ngebhamu ezimbili. Esokuqala yilesi ke lapho uMasondo noDlamini abakhuluma ngaso. Esesibili yileso uGininde ekhuluma ngaso ukuthi ke sasetshenziswa lapha kokhumalo.
Do you get a difference?
Uyathola umehluko lokubili. Yes, I do.
Thank you. Now, when you refer to firearms, you need to be very specific which one, at what point you're talking about.
Manje ke uma ukhuluma ke ngesibhamu ke sicela ukuthi uchaze ukuthi ukhuluma ngesiphi isibhamu futhi esaningi. Ezimbili ibhamu lezi sikhuluma ngaso.
Ake ngikhulume ngabantu bangibopha naso Dlamini.
Let me talk about the firearm they allegedly say they arrested me for.
Yeah. Yiso ke lese ngikhuluma ngaso ukuthi sangigweba.
That's the firearm that I'm saying I was sentenced on.
Yes.
Okay, bathi basithole endlini phekotro.
Yes.
They
So
said, they alleged that they found this particular firearm at my place on top of the wardrobe.
Okay. Ngoba sikhuluma ngebhamu eziyi2. Ngizocela ukucacisa.
Because
Kwakhumalo.
we're talking about two firearms I would like to explain.
Now, just before you proceed,
Okay.
we would Warrant Officer Masondo and Sergeant Dlamini said the firearm that they found on top of the wardrobe
Yebo.
in the room where you were staying was a 9mm pistol, not so.
Izwa ke isibhamu lesi ke uDlamini noMasondo bakhuluma ngaso bathi basithola ke phezulu wardrobe. Bakhuluma ke ngesibhamu erumini lakho, bakhuluma ngesibhamu ke sey9mm. Yes. Yes.
Thank you.
Pistol.
We also need to have that distinction in mind.
Sifuneka sazi kuyo ukwazi ukuthi sikhuluma ngesiphi isibhamu futhi esinjani.
Yebo. Abangibopha naso bathi bangibopha naso bathi basithole endlini yami bathi
Yes.
pistol.
Yes, the firearm that they alleged that they found in my room or in my house, they said it was a pistol.
Actually, it was a CZ model. The ring cone. A CZ model parabula. Yes, but it was a 9mm. It was a pistol 9mm.
Futhi ke umeli uyazama ukukhumbula isibhamu lesi bekuyisi futhi ke bekuyi-CZ model in a 9mm pistol.
Yes, but that's the firearm. Thank you. You may proceed.
Siyabonga ke ungaqhubeka.
Mawe ngibopha ke oDlamini 2015 February 9.
When they arrested me, Dlamini, and them on the 9th of February in 2015,
Bathatha isibhamu basese ballistic.
they took the firearm to the ballistics
Kuba sohlolwa amagama.
so that it can be checked of whether it has committed any crimes.
23 February oDlamini bahambise report.
On the 23rd of February, Dlamini and them now submitted a report.
Which year?
Unyaka
2015
2015
behambise ballistic IBIS
at the ballistics in IBIS.
inama case ayi-10 including case kaSenzo Meyiwe.
It has 10 cases, including the Senzo Meyiwe case.
Yes, I'm saying.
Mlalele.
Le case kaSenzo Meyiwe yayenzeke 2014.
This Senzo Meyiwe case happened in 2014.
Umsiya la ikhotha uthe yena uhambisa ufakazi abuthola esinini nge-date of 31 October 2014.
Musia said before the court that the evidence that he collected from the scene was submitted on the 30th or the 31st of October
2014.
2014.
Should mina ngiboshwa nge-9 February 2015. Obviously ufakazi obatholakala endlini kula kwaKhumalo owashona khona uSenzo bese buse ballistic.
Which means that when I was arrested on the 9th of February 2015, the evidence collected at the Khumalos was already at the ballistics.
Ngoba mina makushona uSenzo mina ngiboshwa 3 years the 3 months 2 weeks 3 months 2 weeks uboshwa kwami uSenzo shonile.
I was arrested after 3 months 2 weeks after the death of Senzo.
That was now from 26 October 2014 to the 2nd of February 2015. That's exactly, yes. 3 months, 2 weeks.
Lapho ke uthi komeli ke date ngaba 26 October ngo2014 kuzokube 2 February 2016 lokwenza ke 3 months le ukhuluma ngayo now.
In 9 February.
Yes.
Yes, 9 February.
Okay. Obviously ngoba buse ballistic nje ufakazi base sigamekweni sika Senzo Meyiwe. uDlamini mayifaka ilokhuzana isicelo ukuthi bamcheckele. Obviously ba checka ngento ekhona.
Makang. Since the evidence was already at the ballistic and Dlamini is requesting for a report or something, which means he's requesting something that is already readily available.
Userelo ufike la utshela icourt ukuthi eIBIS umshini wakhona uthatha rifle, pistol, revolver.
Serero, when he or she came before the court to testify about the IBIS, mentioned that the equipment there, it takes the rifle, pistol, and revolver.
Yeah, let us put his testimony in perspective. Are you now referring to the kind of exhibits, cartridges that gets fed into the IBIS system?
Ukhuluma ke ngenhlamvu esifaka lapha kulelo hlelo leli IBIS.
Yebo.
Yes.
Those will be cartridges that get fired from 9mm revolver and rifles, the high caliber kind of weapons.
Ukhuluma ke ngezibhamu ngezinhlamvu ke siphuma kule bhamu lezi ke esibizwa ngama rifle nama pistol nama revolver.
Yebo into esho Serelo.
Yes, that's what Serelo said.
Thank you, proceed.
Ungaqhubela phambili.
Wathi Serelo lomshini uyaseshela wona.
Serelo continued by saying that machine do the analysis itself or searches itself.
Wathi uma uthola something ngekhahlele.
That each time when it collects something, it kicks it out, so it kicks it.
Bese kuthi expect ekhona eballistic kumele ilokhu iqinisekise lo fakazi lo ishuthi angazi yenzeni lokungalokho okukhishwa umshini ukuthola iqiniso ukuthi kuyikho.
Then the expect that is there at the ballistic, I'm not sure exactly what he does or she does, but record what the machine found.
Basically, what you're saying is Mr. Serero and his evidence on record told the court that I just want to assist with that notion of kicking out, you see. Basically, Serero told the court that once the IBIS gets fed with certain information, the IBIS system gets fed with certain information, and if there is something that it suspects or indicates that this could be related to a case that is already in my system, then it will reflect that. So.
Uthi ke umeli ke uzama ukusiza ke kulolu daba lokutheke manje komshini lo uyakhahlela ke uthi ke usirero ke into akushoyo ukuthi ke lo mshini lo ke uma ke usofakwe ke zona le nhlamvu lezemshini lo mshini lo ye-IBC ke uma ke umshini ke uthola usola ukuthi ke manje ke khona ke okuhambisana nale case abasebenza ngayo iyakuveza ke ikhahlela khona lokho.
Yebo ngibeka kwakhe.
Yes, that's what he said.
Bese kuqinisekiswa i-expert.
And then the expert will now confirm that finding.
Yes.
Yeah. Ngoba wathi makufakwa i-test lapha ya lezi izinto esuke zikhona lapha njengeyinhlamvu ramagobolonde makufakwa i-test makukhona ehlanganayo yakhahlela.
Because he further said that when it is fed in that place where they put the ammunition and the case, the ammunition case, when it corresponds or it's the same, now it kicks it out.
So Dlamini bafaka lesi sicelo sokuthi bayicheckele lama case.
So Dlamini and them now put this request that these cases should be checked for them.
Obvious ukuthi mawukhona yonke lento lena lapha eballistic kumele kutholakale ukuthi le case iphuma ukuthi lesi spam yiso esibulale uSenzomeni.
Obviously, if the case is there or the information is at the ballistic, now it will show if this particular firearm is the one that killed Senzomeyiwa.
Vele nolishabane ushilo la court uthi wawukhipha umthetho 2015 ukuthi sonke isibhamu sitholakala eGauteng asicheckwe icase kaSenzomeyiwa.
And Lishabane also mentioned to the court that he gave a directive that in 2015 that every firearm that is found in Gauteng should be analyzed for Senzomeyiwa's case.
General Shabane obela box.
I'm referring to General Shabane that was also in the box.
Yes.
So oDlamini azange bezeke imibezo uthi siyakucharge ndoda ngecase kaSenzomeyiwa.
Dlamini and them, my lord, never came to me or did not come to me and say to me that they are charging me for the Senzomeyiwa case.
Njengokusho kwabekuqaleni obaba bethe isibhamu yise sizokhuluma nefoni yami.
As they had indicated before, that the firearm and my phone will clear up everything
Ngecase kaSenzomeyiwa.
concerning the Senzomeyiwa.
Ngoba bengibuzela ukuthi khona nengwazi ngecase kaSenzomeyiwa. Ukuthi ngazi ngecase kaSenzomeyiwa.
Because they had already asked me what I know about the Senzomeyiwa's case.
Ngathi angazi lutho base bethi isibhamu sakho nefoni yakhe kuzokhuluma.
And then I told them that I don't know anything about the Senzomeyiwa case, and then they said my phone and the firearm will clarify things.
Now, who's asking you that? And who's giving you that explanation? What do you know about Senzomeyiwa's case? Your firearm and the records of your cell phone will attest to that. Who's asking you that?
Manje ke ubani ke bekakubuza lokho mayelana ukuthi ke khona wazi ngicela kaSenzomeyiwa nokuthi isibhamu sakho nama cell phone record ke azokhuluma.
Noma ngesena siqiniseke uphatha Dlamini noMasondo.
I am not sure between Dlamini and Masondo.
But it was that team.
Kodwa bekulela team leya.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
When are they asking you that?
Bakubuzeni lokho.
bangibuza ngalelanga babangibopha ngalo.
On the very same day when they were arresting me.
9 February 2015.
That was the 9th of February 2015.
Thank you. Will you therefore say that this was in compliance to General Lishabane's instruction as a head of the province then, that each firearm that gets arrested, that gets found in Gauteng here, it needs to be tested against the exhibits that were found at the Kumalos place?
Uye washo ukuthi ke kwaba ke uGeneral Shabane ke esho ukuthi ke sonke isibhamu esitholakala ke la eGauteng kufanele siyohlolwa kulama exhibit la tholakala le kukhumana.
Wathi noma ngeke ngithi wathi ama exhibit ethola khona wathi sihlolwe icase kaSenzomeyiwa.
Yes.
even though I cannot say that he mentioned the word exhibit, however, he said it needs to be tested for the Senzo Meyiwa case.
So now the question is, that which, now according to you, that which Masondo did and Dlamini did was in compliance with the instructions by General Shabani.
Manje lokho kwenziwa uMasondo naye uDlamini ke yilokho ke bebenza lokho abatshelo yena uGeneral Shabani.
Ngizosho njalo ngoba uJenerali Shabani uthe uye wakhipha lo mthetho light boxing.
I would say so because General Shabani even mentioned when he was in court that he's the one that gave that directive.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
You may proceed.
Maqhubeka.
Okay. So bona azange beze bezongithatha ngoba ubona ifone yami iqala ku 2014. Angiboshelanga 2014 October nge 23 ngoba iqala lapha. Angiboshelanga iqala la 2014 October ke 23.
So I was not, if you can check my phone, it starts from the 23rd of October 2014. I was never arrested for Boshelanga ini.
Angiboshelanga icase ka October 2014.
I was never arrested for the case that happened in October 2014.
But isicelo sabo sona siqala 2014 October.
But their request starts from October 2014.
Ngokuya kwami lento ababeyisho ke ukuthi ifone yami ezokhuluma lesibhamu sho ukuthi babe ubheka so yona ifone yami.
According to me, when they said my phone and my and the firearm will attest, which means they were going to investigate or look into my phone
Ukuthi ayihlanganene nesigameko sika Senzo Meyiwa.
if it's not connected to the Senzo Meyiwa's case.
Okay, isibhamu azange beze babuyeke bathi bazomcharge ke Senzo Meyiwa bethi naye case yayithola Senzo Meyiwa ukhona.
Ngicela uphinde.
Azange babuye bathi bazongicharge bathi naye case Senzo Meyiwa ikhona esibhamini sakho
They
siyakucharge.
never came back to say to me they are now charging me with the Senzo Meyiwa case, that the firearm now attested to that.
Khuluma ngabantu abangamaphoyisa abazomsebenzi wabo bobopha igebengu.
I'm talking here about police officials who knows their job and who arrest criminals.
So what you're saying, Mr. Muro, is that, I'm sorry to interject you now and then, but what I'm now saying is Masondo and Dlamini, they already have two very crucial pieces of evidence that they could have used against you, being the firearm and the movement of your cell phone in relation to the 26th of October 2014.
Manje ke uthini ke mnjani ukuthi ke uMasondo naye uDlamini ke bebanofakazi ke obaleke kakhulu ebebengakhona ukusebenzisa ke ebabuthole kuphi kwi cellphone yakho nokuhamba kwakho ke lapho ikhombisa ukuthi ubuyatholakala kuphi.
About what happened on the 26th of October 2014.
Mara ukuthi kwenzakala mhla ka 26 October.
Yebo bebephethe ezandleni zabo.
Yes, they had the evidence in their own hands.
Ingakho uma kuthiwa icase Senzo Meyiwa yayikhona kwakumele ngosho 2015.
That is why I'm saying if indeed the Senzo Meyiwa's case was there, I was supposed to have been arrested in 2015.
Ngoba lento lena yayibona yonke ukuthi uJenerali Shabani ukhiphe umyalelo nabo bayawenza umyalelo.
Because you can see General Shabane gave a directive and they followed the instruction.
But akazange mina kuthiwa ngine-case kaSenzo Meyiwa.
But I was never told or informed that I was involved in the Senzo Meyiwa case.
Yes.
Kuhamba isikhathi.
Then time goes by.
Ngo 2017 kwakhishwa incwadi ukuthi isibhamu sambe siyogxotshwa.
In 2017, it is said that there was a document that was sent out that my firearm should be analyzed.
No, should be distracted.
To be?
Authorization for destruction
Oh.
of the firearm.
Sorry, my lord, to be distracted.
Yes.
Kuhamba isikhathi 2020 kuthiwa isibhamu sisasekhona eCleveland.
And then time goes by. Now in 2020, they are now saying again, the firearm is available at Cleveland.
Amaphoyisa njalo abekhona from 2014 until 2020 abephethe le case kubalwa amaphoyisa langafika ku40.
At that moment, we had police officials that were involved from 2014 to 2020. We are talking about 40 police officials.
Abefuna futhi ngokuthi abophe umuntu wabulala uSenzo Meyiwa.
And they were also determined to arrest the person that killed Senzo Meyiwa,
abesebenza kanzima ukuthi athole umuntu obulala uSenzo Meyiwa.
who were working hard to get the person who killed Senzo Meyiwa.
I may not have the exact words that the then Minister of Police, Mr. Peggy Tsele, said about the investigation. I can't remember whether it was a commissioner of police, but the minister, but he was involved. He was a top-ranking gentleman in the police. He said the police would never rest up until such time that the person who killed Senzo Meyiwa gets arrested.
Uthi ummeli ke akasakhumbuli kahle ke ukuthi ke uBheki Cele bekukhomishana amaphoyisa noma kodwa bekumuntu ophezulu nje emaphoyiseni. Uye wathi ke amaphoyisa ke angeke nje aze aphumule kuzokufika lapho kokutholakala lo muntu lo owabulala ke uSenzo Meyiwa.
Thank you. Proceed.
2020 ke idate kufika uGininda ke ngezobo phambili.
In 2020, on the 30th, Gininda came to arrest me.
Nge-30 June
That was 30 June,
angibophelwe case yaSenzo Meyiwa.
arresting me for the Senzo Meyiwa case.
uGininda umangena ulanda isibhamu eCleveland.
Mangena goes and collects the firearm at Cleveland.
Isibhamu secase ephethwe uGininda.
The firearm that is of the case that is being investigated by Gininda.
uGininda kwakumele alanda isibhamu kodwa yena wathi hamba umangena wesilanda.
Gininda was the one that was supposed to go and fetch or pick up the firearm, but he sent Mangena to do that.
Umangena uthi isibhamu uthi ena ibag yesibhamu ayithola ivulekile.
Mangena said the bag that contained the firearm, when he found it, it was opened.
Umtshali okuyena ayithatha kuye lapha epolice station isibhamu uthi umtshali ayikho lonto le isibhamu sasisebhegini evaliwe.
Charlie, the person that the firearm was collected from, he said there's nothing like that. The bag was sealed.
Umtshali uyiwa in charge SAP 13.
Charlie was in charge in SAP 13.
Uthi wasinika Mangena sivalile.
He said he gave Mangena the firearm sealed.
Uthi ena ukuba sasivule uMangena wayengeke asithathe.
He further said if the bag was not sealed, Mangena would not have collected the firearm.
Uyabo kusho umtshali.
You see, that is what Mjali is saying.
Yes.
Uthi yena wayezotshela ucommander wakhe uthi ucommander atshele lo muntu lo ophethe olethele evidence ukuthi akalungiselela.
He said he would have informed his commander to tell the person who brought this evidence to fix this thing.
Lokho wayesenza singathekisa ukuthi umuntu mayilethe into engavaliwe.
He was just giving an example if somebody brings something that is not sealed.
Ukuthi yena mawuthi uma kuthiwa mhlawumbe lo bufakazi obulethiwe abuvalekile kahle uzotshela ucommander atshele lo muntu obulethile awuzolungisa into yakho.
He was saying that if somebody brings evidence that was not sealed, he himself will tell the commander to tell the person who brought in the evidence to fix,
Ukuthi yena ezokwazi ukuthatha abeke la kubekwa khona.
so that he can be able to take and keep it where it's supposed to be kept.
Yes.
Userelo utshelele court ukuthi i-evidence efika ingavaliwe abayithathi.
Cirello told this court that evidence that comes to them which is not sealed, they don't accept it.
Ngoba kungenzeka ukuthi sekukhona ukuphambaniseka okukhona sekwenziwe lapho leyo bhekileyo.
Because it might be that there's interference of the evidence in that bag.
Umangena njalo wasithatha yena.
But Mangena took this said firearm.
Umangena ubhale phansi ukuthi wasithola sivuliwe.
And Mangena wrote down that when he found or collected this firearm, it was not sealed.
Kube nosisi omunye futhi ofikile la wasebhala stick naye wathi i-evidence evuliwe abayimukile.
And there was another lady who came from the ballistics office who testified to the court and said, if evidence is not sealed, she does not accept it.
So endlini kwakhumalo ngapha kuthiwani thiwa kwakuphethwe i-revolve.
And now at the Kumalos resident, it is said that there was a revolver involved.
Kukhuluma abantu ababonayo endlini.
That was said by the people who were in the house who saw what happened.
Thank you, Mr. Mube. just make mention of the fact that Serrero told the court that at a forensic science laboratory, they do not receive an exhibit that is brought to them in an open seal bag.
Khona ke ushilo kobalekile lapho uthe khona ke uSerrero ke uye washo ukuthi ke lapha kuma forensic abakuthathi ke ufakazi ke usesikhwameni ke singavaliwe.
Yebo.
Yes.
Now, if my memory serves me well, that was not only said by Mr. Serrero, it was also said by his colleague, I just forget the name of the white lady who came to testify on the, I think she was a, she also did some secondary, some experiments, some analysis after Lieutenant Colonel Mangena had requested them to assist to authenticate his result. I just forget the name. I'm sorry, the state is assisting me. That was Miss or Mrs. Hrobler. She also said the same thing, that they don't take it at a forensic science laboratory.
Futhi ke okunye ke ukuthi ke lapho ke bengasuyena kuphela uSerrero oye wachaza ukuthi ke abakuthathi ngofakazi ke kungavaliwe. Khona omunye ke wesibili ke unkosazana yena ke uMrs Hrobler naye usebenza le naye uHrobler usho khona lokho ukuthi ke uma ngabe ke kubona kufika ufakazi ke obungavalanga kahle esikhwameni sakhona ababuthathi lobufakazi.
Now,
yes,
that was not only said by the two. There was also Captain Mushwana who came to testify on the DNA results. Now, and in fact, Lieutenant Colonel Mangena himself said that they don't take it. But let me just as an indicator that which what you're saying has got some credentials on it. This is what Mushwana told the court on the 11th of August 2023 when the defense was cross-examining him. Now, start on page 17. These are the proceedings of the 11th of August 2023, page 17.
Manje ke ummeli ke sekazofunda ke uthi ke ngaphandle afika lapho ke uMangena nayo munye owafika la enkantolo nayo wafike washo wakhuluma inkulumo efana nabanye ukuthi ke abuthatha ufakazi ke mangabe ke abuvala kodwa ke basibheke ufakazi ke lobo bakhuleka mhla ka 18 August ngo2023 sothola lapho ku page number 17 ngale nkathi ke kunemibuzo ke ibuzwa bona abameli.
That was the evidence of Captain Mushwana, who testified on the DNA results.
Ufakazi bakhe ke uCaptain Mushwana ke ngale nkathi yena uCaptain Mushwana ke ethula ke ufakazi ke ngawo ke ama imiphumela ke DNA.
On page number 20, Mr. Mnisi.
Lapha ku page number 20 umntana Mnisi ke lo shaya isifuba uthi uyena ke ube buza lapho.
Yes. Now, this is what I put to him. Now, as I'm saying, I just want to tap into your knowledge as a forensic expert and or an analyst.
Uthi ke mntana Mnisi ke ngoba manje ke Captain Mushwana ke ngifuna ukuthi manje mhlambe nami ke ungifake lapha kulo kwazi kwakho ulwazi lakho ke njengomuntu ke ohluzayo ke wona ama DNA nokunye.
Why is it imperative that exhibits that are picked up at scenes, they should always be put into forensic exhibit bags?
Yini izathu sokuthi ke kubalekile ukuthi ke ufakazi ke obutholakalayo ke lapho isihlala sizaka khona kufakwe phakathi ke koma exhibit bag isikhoma lezi ke zofakazi.
And that those bags should be properly sealed, and the seals thereof can only be broke open by the analyst who's going to do the test on those items which are in those bags.
Nokuthi ke lokho ufakazi kufanele ufake esikhwameni futhi sivalwe leso sikhwama lesi ke umuntu nje ozosivula yilo umuntu ke ozoyenza ke uphenyo noma ke ozohluza lobo ufakazi.
Thank you. Now, this is what Mr. Mushwana then responded.
Manje ke uCaptain Mushwana ke nawe uyaphendula uthi
it is to preserve the originality of the exhibit and make sure that it is kept as it is.
waphendula wathi-ke isizathu sokuthi-ke manje le nto le funeke-ke siyithole thina ingendlela itholakale ngakhona.
Mr. Mnisi then went on. Now, in an event that an analyst, or as an analyst, in an event that as an analyst, you receive a forensic bag, the seal thereof which has been tampered or opened, what would then be the situation?
Wasebuza-ke umnisi ukuthi manje-ke uma-ke wena uwumhluzi-ke ufakazi-ke utholakala manje ufakazi lobo obuza kuwena bufika kuwena vele sebuvuliwe wenzani ngalokho?
Mr. Mushwana then replied,
Uthi-ke uMshwana
I will not put my hand on it.
uthi cha angeke nje ngize ngibeke izandla zami kulo ufakazi lobo.
Then Mr. Mnisi then proceeded, when you say that you will not put your hand on it, are you saying you will not continue to do the test that you were requested to do?
Uthi-ke umnisi-ke uma uthi-ke angeke uzubeka izandla zakho lapho usho ukuthini? Shothi ngamanye amagama-ke angeke uzuhluze-ke lo ufakazi lobo.
Then Mr. Mushwana replied, actually, I will not even receive it.
Waphendula wathi wathi-ke uMshwana-ke kahle kahle-ke angeke ngize ngithathe-ke lobo ufakazi.
Then Mr. Mnisi went on to thank Mr. Mushwana on this so informative and such an intelligent piece of evidence, and this is what Mr. Mnisi said to him.
Umzane Mnisi-ke manje waseqhubeka-ke sekambonga kakhulu yena ufakazi kulo ufakazi obuhle futhi-ke obuhlakaniphile labulethile la enkantolo. Wathi-ke umnisi,
Thank you, Mr. Mushwana. That is all from me. Thank you, sir.
wasethi-ke ngiyabonga mnumzane Mshwana yikho kodwa nje lokhu befuna ukubuza ngasohlangothini lwami ngiyabonga.
This is just one aspect that we have just been testifying about that comes from the mouth of an expert who came to testify in this court that was called by the state.
Yenye-ke izinto nawe ngosikhulumela namhlanje-ke ezakhulunywa-ke umunye-ke u-expert-ke owaza la enkantolo wafika wathola ufakazi ngabo ufakazi lobo abuthola khona la ecourt.
As the court please, my lord, it is not an objection per se, and I've been advised that I can clear this up during cross-examination. However, my lord, it is important that we clear the evidence.
Now do it through cross-examination, because I know where you are going to.
As the court please.
Okay.
As it is the court, my lord, I'm informed, my lord, that it is almost 3:20. May I request an adjournment for the day, and then we will proceed from where we left today, tomorrow, my lord.
Yes,
Thank you.
tomorrow then.